no dueling banjos. I mean, gosh, we've heard that so many different places all over the place. The truth is, it's a fun song to listen to because you have two guitarists or two banjo players that are mimicking each other, going back and forth, dueling each other, trying to outdo each other, outplay each other. Now, obviously, I was making light of that, playing two different guitars going back and forth. But what a perfect picture of Discipleship 101 and of the Jesus way of discipleship. So welcome to the Leadership Minute. This is one more tool that you can have in your tool belt to lead more effectively. And obviously, this month we're talking all about discipleship and what does it look like for us to multiply ourselves and multiply our faith into people that we're investing in, just as Jesus ultimately multiplied himself into 3, into 12, into 72, into 300, into beyond, even that, as the Jesus movement began and thousands of people came to faith in Jesus. So, as leaders, last week I challenged you to pray about 2 or 3 people in your community group that you could personally invest in. Now, you've been praying about those people for a few days, maybe a week. Now that you've been praying about them, I want to challenge you to do one thing with them. That's this. Give them one task this week to do in your community group. Maybe that is share a scripture that's their favorite passage of scripture, and then share why it's their favorite passage of scripture. Maybe it's you have a list of 3 or 4 things to announce in your community group. Give them one of those things to announce. Maybe you do hospitality and you're responsible for hospitality in your group. Give them the assignment of meeting one person that they don't know in the group to shake their hand and make them feel extra welcome. Here's what's going to happen. You're going to allow them to do that and experience something. They might knock it out of the ballpark, which is yay, awesome. They might also flail a little bit, but let them flail. Let them learn. And then next week, after they've done that, meet with them one-on-one. While you meet with them one-on-one, I want to encourage you to encourage them. Point out things that they did well. Obviously, you can encourage them with areas that they can improve, but encourage them to grow in that. This is part of the Jesus method of discipleship. You give them space to learn something and experiment with something that they're gifted in, and you feel like the Lord is challenging you to challenge them in, but then you follow up with them on that. You know, that was Jesus' model. In the Gospels, you see so many times Jesus sent out the 12, sent out the 72, gave them freedom to do things, and then brought them back and said, now let's talk about this. What just happened here? What was your experience? Sometimes he said, I saw Satan fall like lightning from the sky. Other times he would say, what is wrong with this generation? You need faith. But no matter what, he had a conversation with them in a dialogue to try and challenge them to think about the significance of what they were doing. So, this week, as you have prayed about those people, invest in those 1 or 2 or 3 people and give them one opportunity this week in community group. Next week, I'll give you one more practical tool and how you can continue to multiply your leadership as a community group director or community group leader. Hey, I hope you have a wonderful week. God bless.